Behold the Lunar Champion. Welcome, honored guests, to the Hall of the Lunar Champion. Behold the life of the Laughing Lion, Kanzari. Visions of his humble origins, his grand adventures, and his tragic end at the hands of the betrayer all lies before you. 3 tablets rest upon altars in the sacred chamber. Approach each with a poise, laughing hot. By the light of Joan, the text shall become manifest, allowing you to walk the path of our greatest hero. Behold Kanzari's ambition. Kanzari was not a humble Khajiit, even as a young cat on the prowl. He dreamed of grand adventures, honor, fame, and a place in history, and with his own claws and a positive disposition, he achieved all that and more. But he did so in a way that endeared him to others. It was something in his smile. Take, for example, this time he hired a scribe to follow him around and record his exploits. The scribe, an unimposing Alfiq, whose name has been forgotten, dutifully wrote down pages and pages of anecdotes from the daily life of Kanzari. She consistently remained by his side despite circumstances, danger, or propriety, in order to carry out her assigned duties. Anaquina became so annoyed by the Alakik's presence that she refused to associate with Kanzari until the scribe departed. Kanzari shrugged and wished Anaquina well during their sabbatical. Too much of Za makes the heart beat too fast, said Kanzari, with a sigh as she walked away. A few days later, as dust spread across the land, Kanzari and his Alik scribe came upon a young Khajiit warrior. He appeared upset and unsure what to do. Holding his spear and staring across the stream at a trio of ravening river trolls, he seemed troubled. Friend warrior, said Kanzari, his scribe writing furiously to record every word. The young warrior turned. Those trolls attacked this one's village, he said, killing some, maiming others, and stealing the great wamasu that was roasting over the village cooking pot pit for our festival of the 2 moons. This one came to retrieve the carcass, but fear of the 3 trolls stays his hand. This one will be marked a coward and never gain honor and prestige in his own home. Kanzari considered the young warrior, the spears, and the 3 river trolls across the way. He held out his hand and motioned for the young warrior to give him the spear. Once he had tested the weight and straightness of the weapon, Kanzari called to the trolls, river trolls of a most ugly and disgusting countenance. He yelled, "This one has a gift for you." Curious, the 3 river trolls lined up to see who had dared call out to them. They looked like a single body with 3 heads, one peeking out from behind another. Perfect, said Kanzari, and he threw the spear with all his might. It pierced all 3 trolls and pinned them to a nearby tree, where their blood flowed down to feed its roots. Go, Kanzari said to the young warrior, retrieve the festival meal and return to your village a hero. But Kanzari, the 3 Alfiq scribe asked, that was your kill, and a great kill it was, too. What of your ambition? Kanzari shrugged. Za's ambition is as strong as ever, but the young warrior needs this honor more. Besides, there will be an even more spectacular adventure tomorrow. Za just knows it. These are the words, and the words are true. Behold Kanzari's guile. Many and many Kanzari's triumphs in time. His victories grew like sugar blossom in vast fields beyond counting mountains of fragrant garlands. Heady wines and great sacks of gold filled every room of his grand treasure palace. Indeed, all the riches of the 16 kingdoms stretched out before him, begging to be claimed. But wealth, like fruit, grows sour with age. At length he resolved to give it away. And so with a joyful heart the Laughing Lion set out in search of a worthy recipient. In a fortnight he found himself the creaking gate of an ancient adeptorium. So drafty and bleak was the structure that even the rats refused to dwell within. Only a powerful, wretched adepts made their home there. With sullen eyes and threadbare vestments, the sad Khajiit did not but attend to their chores. Shuffling from cloister to chapel within the pathetic gait of wounded birds, brave Kanzari felt his chest swell with purpose. Surely these were the rightful inheritors of his vast fortune. But when he offered the riches to the Orda's abbot, Savda Joe, the elderly cleric shook his head. We need only this thin soup and prayer to sustain us. Pa Ma Kien, and with that he prepared to return to his chambers. Ganzari gazed over the old cleric's shoulder and saw the pleading faces of his adepts, faces desperate for even the modest joys of a bowl of sweet rice. Thinking quickly, the laughing lion roared, "Wait, abbot! Ganzari will make you a wager. If this one can pluck the moons from the sky and bury them at your feet, you must accept any gift he offers. If Kanzari fails, he will forsake his call to adventure and join you here in this adeptorium forever. What say you?" Sabdo Joe, filled with eagerness to see the proud warrior humbled, quickly nodded his assent. Brave Kanzari smiled broadly, knowing that his victory was assured. With a joyful spirit, the hero bounded over the sour abbot's head and landed heavily upon the adeptorium's roof. The structure's ancient spire creaked and sighed as the massive Pamarat clawed his way to its summit. And there, to the abbot's great dismay, Kanzari plucked an iron effigy of Joan and Jode from the wood with one great yank. When the laughing lion returned, he quickly scooped a pawful of clay from the ground and dropped the statue in the hole with a flourish. Savda Joe, thus humbled, rent his garments and wandered into the wilderness, never to be seen again. With a fortnight's effort, Kanzari transported his great wealth to the adeptorium. In honor of the scheme that liberated them, the new abbot renamed the shrine Moongrave and assured the laughing lion that he would always have a place among the grateful adepts. Behold the wonders of a hero's gyre. These are the words, and the words are true. Behold Kanzari's betrayal. Brave Kanzari, who sprung from the womb with Azura's secret upon his lips and Alkash's great strength branded upon his claws, prowled the world alone for many years, but his laughing spirit yearned for fellowship, as if often the case with great heroes. Kanzari had many friends, but few true companions. To those lucky few he did call Karajan, battle friend. He showed nothing but kindness and fiercest loyalty. Alas, the price of loyalty is too often betrayal. In the ancient halls of Colossus, the foul betrayer broke the bonds of Karajan and struck Kanzari a mortal blow. In so doing, he struck his own name from history, his own head from his body, and his own honor from his soul. We remember the sleek Kanzari, we remember the betrayal, but we do not remember the betrayer. May his thirst for fame and power be quenched only by the choking dust of obscurity. These are the words, and the words are true.